Good morning, everybody. Now it's cold, it's raining, but I'm still happy because I got a lovely little surprise over the weekend that I'm going to be sharing with you guys first. Then we're going to go into what's coming out. Now, when I say that I would like to have something or want to buy something but I can't afford it yet, it's not fishing, it's not begging or anything like that. And I wouldn't class, if someone gifts me something, I wouldn't class it as subscriber mail necessarily, because I respect a lot of the guys in the group. Hopefully I can call them friends. And this guy, I really want to call him a friend. It's somebody I've never met, but I do really want to meet him, and he is quite local, so we will get this happening at some point. But I've talked to him before. He's a really good guy. To explain in a bit more detail, I came home from shopping Saturday. And you know the classic thing, your missus goes to you, what the fuck you bought now? And I'm like, hey? Fucking films come through the post. And I'm like, I ain't got a clue. So I didn't get any warnings or messages about it. But it turns out somebody sent me a film. So one, thank you very much. I'll let you know who it is in a minute. And I didn't expect anything. But I know that I had mentioned it in the past couple of videos that I'm really excited that this film was coming out. And anyone who picks it up, yeah, I'm jealous. I just knew that I couldn't afford it myself this near Christmas, because obviously lots coming out, not just on that basis, but lots of presents to buy for people. Got to get ready for your old Christmas shopping, because let's face it, food's going to cost you an arm and a leg. But to receive a gift, I don't consider this subscriber mail, because I consider this a gift and I'm very appreciative of it. But I opened it up, and it was from Blue Justin. Now, for anyone who doesn't know Blue Justin, ding. I call this guy the man of 1,000 t-shirts. And as you see over here, I mean, the man's got more t-shirts than sense. Every day it's a different t-shirt. How the man doesn't repeat himself, I never know. It scares me, but he's fucking cool doing it. And how you've only got 210 subscribers, I'll never know. So that we got to change. Anyone who watches me, please go subscribe to Blue Justin, because he's cool, he knows what he's talking about, and his collection is really good actually. So we need a decent update on your collection, a nice big long video showing everything you've got, because you collect more than me in respect of you'll have DVDs, Blu-rays, etc. You collect Funkos and all that type of stuff as well. I'm not that widespread, but it'd be interesting to see your entire collection. Now, one thing I won't share is the personal note that you put in there, because for me, that's between me and him. But I was extremely touched by it. I totally understand your words, and I really do appreciate, and I really appreciate the fact that you said you bought yourself one, because you know it's a cool film as well. But to tell everybody what he did, he sent me Trading Places in 4K, which I was really, really chuffed about. I can't believe somebody actually took the time and sent me this. So Justin, man, you're really cool. I really, really do appreciate that. Ain't never selling this, I'll tell you that right now. It's something I'm going to be watching this Wednesday, because I ain't allowed to watch can't watch a comedy on a Saturday night. That has to be horror or thriller or people getting blown up. That's the missus take on it, that is. But I love this film. I thank you so much for sending it to me. I want people to subscribe to Blue Justin. It's a tragedy that he's only got 210 subscribers right now. Let's get him up past what I've got. Let's do it, because he's a really cool guy. But again, Justin, thank you so much. And don't stop wearing those t-shirts. It makes me smile every time I see you on Facebook with a different t-shirt. I can't believe the size of your wardrobe must be crazy. But thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do appreciate that. Now, let's take a look at what else he's going to be buying, because even he says he's going to be skint for Christmas because he's buying so much stuff, which you can't blame him for, because there is some good stuff coming out. Now let's take a look. Again, thank you so much. Now firstly, we have, what's out this week? Blue Beetle. Remember we said about this last week. It's come around quite quick in my opinion. I have yet to see it myself, and the opinions are quite varied. Yes, it's DC, so maybe it's just trying to do an Iron Man thing, maybe, but until I watch it myself, I'm going to refrain from slagging it off. Some people are positive about it, some aren't, but let me know which one you're picking up, if indeed you are going to at all, in the comments down below, because you know what I'm like. I'm a nosy fucker. What else we got coming out? The Gran Turismo. I like the cast, but the premise of it, even though it's based on a true story very loosely, but I don't understand the ego behind it. It's not, to me, it's probably not a title I'd buy unless it's second hand, cheap. But that's just me. But with Blue Beetle, yes, we got the 4K steelbook, we got the 4K and the Blu-ray coming out. With this one, you got two 4K steelbooks coming out and a 4K and a Blu-ray. So double that up weirded me out a bit, but maybe it's based upon the team competition colours, I don't know. I'm just guessing at that. But a bit weird if you ask me. So that's out today as well. Shrek the Third, like I said, you're going to buy it if you're the collector, because unfortunately if you bought the other two, you've got to buy the shit one as well. Won't be me, at full price at least anyway. Santa Claus movie is another one I want to try and get before Christmas. No, not begging anybody for it. I just simply want to try and buy it at some point. You can, yes, get it in CEX, but that's the original print rather than the rescan that this is. But the 4K and the Blu-ray, it is one of the classic Santa Clauses. You should have this on your shelf next to Christmas Vacation. It is that good. Dudley Moore is brilliant in it. Definitely worth a look. We have the 4 different Bruce Lee 4Ks coming out. Now, each of these do have a Blu-ray that will come as well, but you've got The Game of Death, The Fist of Fury, The Way of the Dragon, and The Big Boss. Beautiful artwork, has to be said. Really, really nice artwork. If I had spare cash, I probably would get them, but I'm not. Ooh, I'm more Jackie Chan than I am Bruce Lee, put it that way. So maybe, maybe not. Another one that's coming out, which is about time, because when Cross of Iron came out, it was either 4K Steelbook or Blu-ray. That was it. So they've actually relented and put out a 4K of it as well now. I know my mate Anthony bought the Steelbook, but you know, you might not want to pay that much for it. So it's up to you guys, but yeah, you should have just released them all at the same time. I don't know why they didn't. Next, the dual 4K Steelbook and 4K are out. Like I said, I've always respected this film because the tension build-up that this film created back in the 70s was bloody good, and it stacks up today. Definitely worth a look. One weird one I've never even heard of is The Cabinet of Dr. Caligula. Weird. I'm not into these weird Italian style looking horror, women screaming like this at the camera. Just not for me, but there are fans out there. What can I say? Terms of Endearment. You can't exactly knock this film. It's Shirley MacLaine, for Christ's sake, and Jack Nicholson. It's from 1983. So we're getting a 4K version, and I like the artwork. So that's a classic you can't knock. Simple as that. One that I've never heard of, Scrapper. Film from this year. Never know. Might be alright, but that's out today. Are we there yet? Yeah, they finally are coming out, and it's only $9.99. So respect on the price. But it's good to actually have it out to come with the other one, which is in the 50p bin by now. We also have Medallion. I gave my thoughts on Medallion last week. It's too made for TV movie styly for me. It's 20 years old anyway. I would pick that up at max a tenner at CX maybe. I wouldn't pay that full price, but that's just me. A film called Go. I know I've seen this at some point, but can't for the life of me remember. It is 24 years old anyway, but it is a film I know I watched, and I know I didn't get bored by it. But the rest of the premises just disappeared out of my head. We got the Royal Tramp Collection from 1992. There's a couple of films in there, but not some I've really heard of. But again, people like these collections. Wurzel Gummidge, there's an old word, isn't there? The Down Under complete series was actually 2 series. Exactly what it says when they were down under. But it's from 1987 through to 1989. It's classic British from back in the day. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. One that makes me feel, a bit nostalgic is No Sex Please Were British. Ronnie Corbett was in it, and his wife only died last week. So a bit of a connection there. But $9.99 is a decent price for a film made in 1973. Nicholas and Alexandra decides to actually arrive today, because that's dropped off the list a couple of times. That's from 1971. and Eye of the Devil, a 1966 title that I've never heard of, because I don't know every film really, but that's come out today as well. Bell, Book and Candle, another one I ain't got a fucking clue on, but it's from 1958. I wasn't even born, so what do I care? That's out today. The Long Shadow, it's a mini series that I've never heard of, so it's got to be some kind of thriller, because I'm not that into mini series thrillers that much. The missus is, but not me. That's out today. Daisy Meets Girl, an anime that has been put back a couple of times, but cheap, $10.99. Let's hope it arrives, eh? But it is due out today. We have Tsurin. That's dropped off the list at least 3 times. So let's just hope for the collector's edition arrives today. But 50 notes is a bit painful. And last but not least, Doctor Who. We get the Underwater Menace, and that's coming as a steelbook and Blu-ray, but not 4K. Don't know why it would, but there you go. And believe it or not, no slippages this week, which shocked the shit out of me, especially with a couple of animes in place. But there you go. So what are we looking forward to till next week? Because this week, I think that, let's think about what you got, about 23 titles there. I would say a good 5 to 6 that are major buys. The rest of them, as I put it. But there's a few major ones in there that people are going to want to get. This near Christmas, it's starting to get painful. But next week, we got The Nun 2. I wouldn't touch The Nun with a barge pole. Or somebody else's dick. Got the Steelbook coming out 4K and the 4K and Blu-ray. It's just not a film for me. It's like Annabelle, the doll. Who the fuck's scared of the doll? Not me. Fucking boring. But there you go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Mutant Mayhem. The film that makes Jamie Powell go absolutely nuts because he loves it. The only annoying thing about this is, yes, we're going to get the 4K and the Blu-ray, but the Steelbook's been put back to the 5th of December. It's so annoying only getting part of it out. Get your fucking production in place at the same time. It's not, can't be that fucking hard. But even I'm looking forward to seeing this title. Strays is out. I just love the trailers for this. I'm really interested in watching, but I'm thinking to myself, do I watch it on Virgin first before committing to buying? I'm going to have to ponder that one, but it is out next week. The Fugitive 4K Steelbook. I don't know how anyone could argue this is not a classic title. 4K Steelbook 4K, you're going to buy it. And they're keeping the price down on it as well, so it's going to be worth a rumble. Be very surprised if a lot of people don't pick that one up. And stupidly, next Wednesday, so a week Wednesday as it were, Oppenheimer's arriving. Why are you arriving midweek? It's just stupid. Be out with the rest of them so we can actually fucking buy it. But you've got HMB 4K Steelbook, which I'll put over there. Then we got the 4K Blu-ray in 4K normal for Oppenheimer. Can't knock the caliber of this film. It's supposed to be amazing. But there you go. We're talking films released at the same time as Barbie, and Barbie took 1.5 billion and is already down to 15 quid 4K second hand. So what does that tell you? Still want to buy it though. But that gives you an idea of what's actually happening. So the next 2 weeks, this week and next week, there's some spending to be done, but nothing overwrought. Now, we are near the end of the year, so if we're looking at the coming soons, it's going to be a bit dry. We've got a few titles for the UK, even less for the USA, and fuck all for Germany and France. They've dried up like a fucking nun's... You know, well, I'm not going to say that one, but you know what I mean. UK, let's look at what's coming that's going to get us excited that I haven't already mentioned. WandaVision. Yes, a lot of people were weirded out by WandaVision. I haven't really watched it because it just rubbed me up the wrong way. I'm a She-Hulk fan and I don't care who knows it. But 4K Steelbook hits on the 4th of December. Lots of people are still going to buy it. I just don't know. We got Blackadder Complete Collection, which is definitely overdue. Definitely needs to come out. And it's a very well put together collection. Definitely worth a look. 50 notes is a bit painful. I think 40 could have done it at most. 4th of December, but you can't knock it. It does look beautiful. Definitely worth a look. We've finally got our release date for Titanic 4K. It's this week before Christmas, so it's hitting on the 18th of December. So at least, well, it'll be in your stocking, won't it? So you can't knock it. You're going to watch that. Mandalorian 4K Steelbook Series 1 is hitting on the 11th of December. But then the second series isn't going to hit until the 15th of January, which is a bit annoying. Should I be annoyed about that? Maybe. But you can't knock how good The Mandalorian is. Definitely worth a punt if you ask me. Now, that is all I will highlight for the British, because we got some serious dry up hitting into next year. That was stuff about how you haven't already mentioned. There's not really much else showing its head right now. Hit January, I think, from now on, and we may get a lot more coming out, but right now we're struggling. And we've got two titles, that are getting me excited in America. And the first one is a re-release, but it's one of those classic, you know, action ones that back in the day were totally indiscriminate. But Navy Seals is getting a re-release. Yeah, good title, 21st of November. Definitely worth a look if you ask me. It's from 1990, remember, but it's so cheesy for back in the day. Definitely worth a look. And a title which has really interested me when I was watching the trailers is The Creator. The lucky bastards over there are getting it before Christmas, 12th of December. It does look cool. I'm not seeing any steelbooks though, which surprised me. We've got 4K and Blu-ray coming out. Can you imagine the artwork that you could put on a 4K steelbook for this title? Some beautiful images in that film, so very surprised that that one hasn't sneaked up just yet. Maybe we're looking at a Best Buy or Target one, but there's nothing shown on the list right now. Maybe that'll change in the next week or two, and if it does, I'll let you know. And that, guys, is it. There is nothing else exciting me right now. I've been scraping around the barrels to actually find some stuff to talk to you about. Let's hope they start putting some dates in the next couple of weeks for us to get excited in 2024, because right now we're struggling. Justin, thanks again for that, mate. I really do appreciate it. Give me a message, direct message, because I want your address. I do have an address for you. I just want to make sure you ain't moved in the past couple of years. Direct message me when you can, just to confirm your address, because I want to send you a little something that I'm hoping you don't own. I'm not going to tell you what it is, just let you open it and see, alright? Now enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Have a really nice week. We're starting to prep for Christmas. We're starting to tidy the house up. We do this cleaning schedule thing, you know, like 5-6 weeks out, so we can actually chill through December. I hate washing carpets and stuff. Oh. But it has to be done, otherwise the house will look like shit right through Christmas, and nobody wants that. Actually, we want to open some presents and be happy, don't we now? Next couple of weeks, obviously, I want to meet Jamie Powell downtown. We'll swap over some cards and prezzies and stuff like that, and get a little cuddle from him as well, because we ain't seen each other for a little while. Anyone else who wants to pop into Southampton at the same time? Carlinho, mate, let us know. And as long as, I suppose, Kermit comes back off holiday at some point, maybe he'll come too. If he does, I'll let you know. Take care, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. Stay safe and just stay out the wind, because it's bloody cold. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'll talk to you soon. Take care, guys. Bye now.